One word to describe this movie: inspiring. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another brand new movie review. And we're hopping on Disney Plus for this video to check out its new exclusive movie, Clouds, directed by Baldoni, and it's based on the true story of Zack, a singer-songwriter most famous for the title song of the same name. Zack is played by Finn Argus here, and he's a young musician who discovers that his cancer has spread, tragically leaving him just a few months to live. With limited time left, he follows his dream and makes an album, unaware that it will soon become a viral music phenomenon. So I'm just gonna cut right to the chase, guys. Clouds blew me away. Seriously, this movie was terrific. It is a super inspiring story leading to a super moving feature. I want to discuss these performances first because they are all excellent. Finn Argus as Zack is just so awesome here. He shows so much incredible emotional range, and he is really good in the singing parts too. Madison Iseman as Zack's girlfriend Amy, Sabrina Carpenter as his best friend Sammy. Again, excellent performances, some great emotional range from them. How about Neve, Campbell, and Everett as the parents? Man, they were good here. Also, gotta give a shout out to my dude Lil Rel Howery as the English teacher. So fun. He's such a warm, welcoming presence to have at this school. It's a very different performance from Get Out, that's for sure. Obviously, I have no qualms with this acting. It is all tremendous acting, but I think my biggest praise for this movie isn't just the fact that this is such an inspiring story, which it is. I think it's the fact that this movie is very aware and it's very perceptive of what kind of a story this is. This movie is primarily focused on Zack, as it should be. He's in a really horrific situation here. But here's the catch: Zack was just such a cheery soul. I mean, given the situation, you could not have asked for a happier guy. I mean, obviously, he's not happy about what's happening to him. He's not even focused about that. His super objective, ultimately, is to make his time count, and he actually wants to brighten people's days around him. It's just so awesome and so uplifting to see that spirit flow from him. Now, obviously, this is going to be really apples and oranges with this comparison, but this guy's character reminded me a lot of Matt Damon's character in The Martian. Another excellent movie, and similarly, this guy is stuck in a really serious, life-threatening situation. But the guy in the situation is trying to make the most of it, and he is the happiest soul you could ever imagine. I love that Zack was doing everything he possibly could to just live his life to the fullest. And he's such a happy-go-lucky guy in this movie, too, cracking jokes wherever he can, and that's another thing. This movie has a surprising sense of humor to it. But the emotional strain on this movie, I mean, we the viewers definitely see that within Zack's household and also in his love life. It is an incredibly brittle situation, and his loved ones are perfectly aware that this is some limited happiness here. And I honestly think this movie captured Zack story so beautifully. It truly got the essence of Zack's spirit with not only Finn Argus's incredible performance, but also with the storytelling and Baldoni's direction. I really enjoyed the filmmaking here in Baldoni's direction. I noticed that there were a lot of transitions along with the certain symbolic set pieces throughout the film. A lot of these transitions really struck a chord with me. I will say at first, there are certain elements where the text, like, you know how you get those timestamps at the bottom or the top of the screen that kind of tells you where we are? Yeah, we get that text in the style of being literally written into the clouds. Honestly, at first, I didn't find that method the cleanest way to tell us what time it was. I actually kind of found it cheesy in a lot of ways, but the more I saw this method being used, and the significance of writing all those timestamps in the clouds, that struck a chord with me also. Extremely symbolic stuff, guys. Speaking of symbolism, I love the message this movie holds. Now, Lil Rel, as the English teacher in one of his classes, this is a mild spoiler, quotes poet Mary Oliver by asking his students, "What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" This is a mild spoiler, but this lesson is directed at his entire English class when he assigns them their college essays. Their personal statements, essentially. God, I don't miss doing those. But yeah, placing that question on the class as a whole just seems kind of traditional in a lot of ways. But when you put that focus on Zack, that question becomes a lot more urgent. And we really feel that urgency for him, and we really want to see him succeed. And succeed he does, especially once he and his friend Sammy start collaborating musically, and especially once that song Clouds is released. Really good song, by the way. And my goodness gracious, guys, the ending of this movie... If you guys don't know the whole story like I did going in, it's... Man, this movie really got me, guys. It is undoubtedly one of the most moving stories of our generation, and I think this movie certainly does it justice. I'm gonna give Clouds an A-. It is so well performed, so well directed, it pays amazing tribute to its main character. The only issues I really have with Clouds are really nitpicks at this point. It mainly has to do with some of the pacing in this movie. It does run, I think, a little bit over long at 2 hours. I notice it can get pretty slow around the first act, especially. But I promise you, once Zack and Sammy start writing their own songs, once he starts singing, it almost turns into a pseudo-musical in some ways, which I actually really got a kick out of. It's a really, really neat way to tell the story for one thing, and it's just... God, it's so inspiring. Guys, certainly watch Clouds. This one's on Disney Plus right now. I promise you, you will not regret it. It's a very mature film and mature material for Disney, but that's a good thing. I think it's a great film for people to watch of all ages, not only to just chase our dreams, but how to overcome adversity. No matter what kind of obstacles are put in our way, we can live life to the fullest. But have you guys seen Clouds? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Do you guys enjoy Clouds? Do you not? I would love to hear all of those thoughts down in the comment section below, and I would love to discuss them with you guys further. And hey, if you guys are enjoying my content and you guys want to see more from me, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. That way you guys can be the first ones to know whenever any of my new content hits the channel. And if you're enjoying my content also, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a big fat thumbs up on your way out. I'd really appreciate that too. You guys are awesome, seriously. Thank you all so much again for tuning in and watching the video. Thank you for your support of the channel so far. Look out for more fun content coming to the channel very soon. I've got 2 brand new entries hitting the Halloween playlist this weekend, and oh man, I think you're really gonna like these movies I'm talking about. Thanks so much again, y'all. With all that being said, back talk, commence!